to teach you on the topic NCERT Standard 8 Geography, lesson number 1, resources. Before getting into the lesson, let us understand what is the difference between sources and resources. A source is a place or person from which you can obtain something, okay, which you can obtain something. For example, rain. Rain is a source of fresh water. Next is a resource. Anything that satisfies our need is a resource. For example, these trees, the trees gives us air, that is oxygen, wood, okay, then fruits, flowers, etc. Let us go into the lesson now. Anything which is of use for us is resources. For example, water, trees, fruits, textbooks, books, pencil, laptop, eraser. All these are resources because we use these for our daily life in one way or another. Next, we learn the characteristics of resources. Utility, that is the usage, makes an object a resource. Resources have value, that is importance. Some resources become valuable with time. I'll just explain you this. When time and technology are converted, or we can say where the incorporation of time and technology, a substance becomes a resource. We can take the example of discovery of fire, okay, discovery of wheel. Where at first, when man discovered fire, he was not knowing how to use fire. What's the use of fire? What's the use of a wheel? Now, wheel is used for transportation, right? Used for vehicles. Now, fire is used for cooking and all the other purposes, right? So, a substance, an object or a substance becomes a resource with time. People themselves are the most important resource with ideas, knowledge, inventions, etc. We people are the main resource. We are also a resource. Types of resources. Now, resources are classified into three: natural resources, human-made resources, and human resources. Natural resources. The resources that we get from nature are natural resources. Air, soil, mountain, land. So these and are natural resources. Now, human-made resources. The resources that are created by humans, okay, are human-made resources. And example, bridge, okay. Then we can say building, industries, school, whatever. So they are human-made resources. Human resources, we ourselves are resources. Teacher, doctor, engineer, postman. So these and all, etc. are human resources. Now, we'll see the classification of natural resources. Natural resources are classified into four on the basis of level of development and use, on the basis of origin, on the basis of stock, and on the basis of distribution. Next topic of the lesson is conserving resource. How to conserve resource. Okay, now all these resources we have to use it carefully, and we have to give them time to get renewed, okay, or to the resources to get renewed. And we should follow the 3 R's. What are they? That is reduce, recycle, and reuse. And next is sustainable development. First, what is sustainable? It is balancing the need to use resources and also conserve them for the future is sustainable development. Let us see what are actual resources. The resources which are being used at present, okay, at present we are using it, and also we know its quantity is called actual resource. For example, if I have an oil, okay, 500 milliliters of oil bottle with me, I know how much is there inside, the quantity I know, and also I can guess for still how many days I can use it. Okay, so that's the actual resource. I have given you the example of an ink bottle, okay, and you know the amount of ink present in it, right? And also you can guess, also you know that for how many days you can fill it in your pen and use it, okay. Similarly, the amount of petroleum present in West Asia is known and it is being used every day for our vehicles. So petroleum here is an actual resource. Now, potential resource. The resources which are not being used in the present, see, at present we are not using it, but we know there is, okay. We can use it for the future and their entire quantity is unknown. So imagine, here I have given you the example of, imagine that we have found a new form of natural resource to replace petrol. It's just an imagination name, okay, greasel, okay, and we do not know how could we use it or we are keeping it safe, okay. So we are keeping it safe. We are also trying to find how much of this new resource is present in the world. Here, the new resource is not being used. We do not know its quantity. So, here, this greasel is the potential resource. Similarly, the uranium present in Ladakh, okay, is the potential resource. Classification of resources based on their origin. It is classified into abiotic resource and biotic resource. The non-living things present in nature are abiotic resource. Example, mountain, land, sun, air, soil, etc. Biotic resources are the living resources present in the nature. For example, plants, animals, insects, trees, etc. Classification of resources based on stock or availability. There are two types, renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Renewable resources are the resources which can be renewed quickly. Okay, so solar energy, we can use it how much we want. So because every day the sun is going to come, it is going to rise. Then wind energy, tidal energy, so these are renewable resources. Non-renewable resources which are very limited in quantity and we have to keep it safe, we have to use it carefully for our future because it takes thousands of years to be renewed. Example of non-renewable resources, coal, petroleum, diesel, etc. On the basis of distribution is of two types. It is ubiquitous and localized. What is ubiquitous resource? Ubiquitous are the resources which are found everywhere. Air, air is found everywhere, so that is ubiquitous resource. Then localized resource, where the resources are found only in certain places. Okay, example minerals. Minerals are not found everywhere, right? So we can say metals, okay, gold and all are not found everywhere. It is found only in certain places of the world. So though the resources which can be found only in certain places are called localized resources and which are found everywhere is called ubiquitous resource. Next, we will learn what are some principles of sustainable development. First of all, use the resources very carefully. Next, you have to follow the 3 R's. Next is improve the quality of human life. We have to improve the quality of ours. Okay, and the people's attitude should be changed. Okay, it should be changed towards the resources. Okay, they should respect it and they should not harm the environment. They should not cut the trees, right? They should not waste the water or anything and make the communities care for their environment. It is the responsibility of each and every person in the society to care our environment.